You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6.
President Trump arrives in Tampa. Later on today, we'll have a preview of two big events he'll be attending.
And plans for 3D printed guns will soon become a reality as early as tomorrow, but some states are still trying to block those releases.
And video from space of all the wildfires right now burning in California. Those stories and your first alert forecast right now on Good Morning Suncoast. Good morning. Final day of July the 31st, Tuesday. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Stephanie Webb. It is 6 o'clock. Thanks so much for waking up with us here on Good Morning Suncoast. Hot, hot, rain, hot, hot. Is that sort of right, John Scalzi?
Sort of, yeah, absolutely. I think maybe the good news about all this rainfall is the cloud cover may, cloud cover may actually trim down our temperatures a few degrees, so that might help with your electrical bill. I don't know about you, but mine was crazy high last month, so maybe we'll get a little bit of a break over the next couple of days in the daytime highs. But we'll pay for it with the rainfall. We've already got some showers around Arcadia right now. We've got some showers coming up toward areas of Gasparilla and eventually working their way up toward Rotunda and into Inglewood. We also have most of the showery activity out in Gulf waters, and they contain a few thunderstorms out there as well. So thunderstorms coming at this hour of the morning, obviously an indication of a very unstable environment. A lot of cloud cover around today. Rainfall futurecast shows around our area that we may get some rainfalls in pockets that could exceed 2-inch rainfalls again today. Many places will see much, much less than that, half an inch to an inch of rain perhaps. We'll have the complete forecast for you coming up in just a few.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. An ongoing issue already this morning on Cortez. Westbound, a lane is blocked around 75th Street. Busy area there, made busier by the accident this morning already. Checking otherwise, farther south now into the northern half of Sarasota County. Nothing in the red so far to speak of, just a few lines of congestion here and there. Just watch the potentially wet roads at some point today. And then farther south, we'll check that and see some red, 41 northbound as you pass Venice and headed toward Venice Gardens at 6:01 on your Tuesday morning. Florida's Legislative Black Caucus wants to change the state's Stand Your Ground law. This after the shooting death of a man who violently pushed down another man at a Clearwater convenience store last week. Now, the Black Caucus says the legislation will aim to address the confusion in the law that resulted in the Pinellas County Sheriff declining to press charges in this case. The Tallahassee mayor, who is also running for governor, called on Governor Scott to declare a state of emergency over the current law.
We know that Stand Your Ground as it exists in this state has created the opportunity for people to take into their own hands a decision to be judge, jury, and executioner.
It might not be an easy change. To make a change, the caucus would need support of 3/5 of the House and Senate.
Plans for 3D printed guns will legally be available online as of tomorrow. But as of this morning, several states are still trying to block the release of those designs. Reporter Andrew Spencer has the latest developments.
Urging the federal government to withdraw from its settlement with Defense Distributed, attorneys general from 20 states and Washington, D.C. sent this letter Monday stating that, quote, in addition to helping armed terrorists and transnational criminals, the settlement and proposed rules would provide another path to gun ownership for people who are prohibited by federal and state law from possessing firearms, end quote. The settlement, reached in June, ended a years-long legal battle between the State Department and a Texas company called Defense Distributed, which first posted designs for a 3D printed handgun in 2013. The company insists sharing the plans is protected free speech, but gun control advocates argue the plans go much further than that.
This is not simply instructions. This is download, plug, and play.
Many policymakers have been pushing back for weeks.
I asked the State Department to please reconsider this decision. I think it has long-term national security and domestic security considerations for our country.
And on Monday, attorneys general from several states and the District of Columbia filed a lawsuit in federal court asking for a temporary restraining order to block the settlement. I'm Andrew Spencer reporting.
For the latest on this multi-state lawsuit, as well as breaking news and your latest forecast, find our app at the App Store under WWSB or My Suncoast. A community in Fort Myers is mourning a college student who died during a trip to Israel. Family and friends held a vigil last night for 19-year-old Tania Jones. Her body was found near Tel Aviv earlier in the day on Monday. That's where she disappeared Saturday after going for a swim in the Mediterranean Sea with some classmates. At the vigil, her mother described how she tried to give her daughter a better life.
We have good children coming out of our community aspiring to be better and, better their lives. So I just poured into my kids, what was poured into me, and I just wanted her to have a better life for herself.
This has been a very tough time for that family. Just 8 months ago, her brother was shot and killed in Fort Myers.
The man accused of killing a Fort Myers police officer will not be released from jail anytime soon. Wisner Desmarais was denied bond during his first court appearance yesterday and will remain in the Lee County Jail. Authorities are pursuing 9 charges against him, and we've learned that a grand jury will be convened to consider this case. Police say Desmarais shot Officer Adam Jobbers Miller at a Fort Myers gas station on July 21st. The officer passed away on Saturday.
Meantime, in that story, family, friends, and fellow officers are honoring that fallen officer. Fellow officers, EMTs, and those who serve in the community came together yesterday to escort Officer Jobbers Miller to a Fort Myers funeral home. And it's not just law enforcement rallying around the fallen officer. Total strangers are showing their support in unique ways, like making these plaques.
I stayed up until midnight designing and doing the work on the laser because it's just, it's so close to home.
The 29-year-old worked for the Fort Myers Police Department for 3 years.
$100 million. That is the amount of the first wrongful death lawsuit filed on behalf of some of one Indianapolis family killed in that duck boat accident in Branson, Missouri. Now, that boat capsized and sank back on July 19th during a storm. 17 people died, including the driver of the boat and 9 members of a family on vacation from Indianapolis. Now, the lawsuit against Ripley Entertainment seeks at least $100 million in damages. More lawsuits are expected to be filed. And take a look at this. These satellite images showing smoke from both the Carr wildfire near Redding, California, and the Ferguson wildfire that's near Yosemite National Park. Now, California, of course, remains under a state of emergency at this hour because all of the wildfires, 9 total, that are burning right now.
Florida's annual back-to-school sales tax holiday starts Friday and runs through Sunday. That means no sales tax on clothes and shoes up to $60 an item, and certain school supplies up to $15. You can find a complete list of supplies on our website at mysuncoast.com. Still ahead, a new tool that helps police across the state solve more cold cases.
Coming up, I'm going to take you on a tour of Florida's only forensics body farm. I'll have that story for you when we come back. But first,
it's 6:07 right now. Here's a peek outside our window at the pretty downtown skyline. Yesterday it began to rain in the afternoon, and John, it rained on and off right into the evening.
Yeah, it did. And we may not get as long-lasting continuous showers as we had yesterday, but we will certainly see again today showers, thunderstorms, and the potential for heavy rainfall. And that could lead right into drive time tonight. We'll look for about a 60% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, some of it becoming heavy. Again, the red tide issue across the Suncoast is an issue. Siesta Key now reporting intense amounts of irritant in the air due to the red tide. So is Gasparilla. We'll have the complete forecast for you coming up in a second.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
My California classes experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half-mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid, your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-965-2704.
Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-965-2704.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Like ABC7 on Facebook to stay connected to the team you trust. Now your ABC7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
74-degree air temperature. We have a lot of cloud cover out there. 73-degree dew point. Temperature and dew point slightly cooler than 24 hours ago because we have an easterly wind flow at this hour. Plus, we have a little bit of cooler air that's come down from the cloud cover and the rainfall that we had yesterday. So we're starting off the day a little bit cooler, but we'll still be about the same as we were yesterday in terms of our high temperature this afternoon. Rain chances, we're going to fit similar patterns to yesterday. We'll start off with about a 20% chance near the coastline. So not a great rain chance this morning. Drive time this morning should be okay. You could hit an isolated patch of light rain or drizzle, but the thunderstorm activity will probably hold off until later this afternoon. Around noontime, we'll probably see a few thunderstorms build. 40% chance at that time. We'll double the rain chance by noon. And then as we head into 3 p.m., max it out at about 60%. The showers may not be continuous throughout the afternoon. It might be kind of hit and miss stuff, a little bit more so perhaps than yesterday. They might not linger into the evening quite as long as they did yesterday, but they still have the potential of producing some fairly heavy rainfall. Watch the Futurecast, put it into motion, and you'll see the showers out in Gulf waters occasionally moving onshore, producing at times some fairly heavy rainfall. I think the majority of the heavy rain is going to stay out in the Gulf, but we'll still have the potential of seeing a few showers build and thunderstorms on the Gulf Coast that could produce some torrential downpours of rain and really kind of interfere with some of the driving, I think, out there this afternoon. None of the showers that we get today will be classified as severe, I don't think. The Severe Storm Prediction Center puts us in just a standard thunderstorm kind of regime, and I think that holds true today, tomorrow, day after. Don't see severe in the potential. We have a lot of cloud cover, a lot of thunderstorms out in Gulf waters, but again, this southeasterly wind flow continuing to help build these showers, especially as we head into the afternoon and throw in a little bit of daytime heating. Right now, quite along the coastline, we still have some area rivers that are at bank full, so that could be a problem if if we get excessive rainfall again today, could aggravate that situation a little bit. Minor flooding anticipated right now. On our website, mysuncoast.com, I will detail exactly where that flooding will occur, as well as on my own website, John Scalzi ABC 7. And those areas, of course, are places that folks know about who live around those areas. Hidden Acres are one of the locations where you could see some minor flooding. But we'll detail it, as I mentioned. Thunderstorm activity at this hour already out in Gulf waters. Another indication that the atmosphere is very unstable. So if you're a boater and itching to get out in the waters, the winds won't be all that bad. It's coming in out of the south this afternoon at about 10 knots. You'll have a light chop and 2-foot seas, so not terribly bad in that regard. But there will be thunderstorms. There will be numerous showers. So watch for that. We have a 9:24 low tide, high tide at 2:51, and another low tide at 10:40. Forecast, well, it's wet. Wet for the next several days, actually. 60% chance of rainfall for a couple of days in a row. Thursday, maybe slightly less, but still lots of cloud cover around. We'll start to trend down the rain chances, perhaps as early as Friday. We'll see a little bit more sunshine in the forecast. We'll still have a good chance of rain, but perhaps not as heavy a rainfall. And then as we head into the weekend, the actual number of showers that we get will be less, I think, because we'll have some drier air that's going to work into the forecast. That'll be with us for several days, and then we'll tick back up the rain chances as we head into the next work week. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, John. Let's check out some of that first alert traffic out there. We do have one spot that we've been following for you so far this morning in Manatee County. Cortez Road in the westbound lane. There's a lane blocked right there at 75th Street. So again, Cortez Road westbound in Manatee County. There's a lane blocked at 75th Street. Heading into Sarasota County, the top half running smoothly. Pretty good so far this morning. Not too much to talk about right there. Just some of our usual delays as traffic is starting to move and get a little bit heavier throughout the area. If you're heading farther south in part of your commute, 75 and 41 are still running pretty smooth at this hour. It is 6:16, and that is your first alert traffic. Well, it is a tool that can help law enforcement all across the state and the country solve cold cases by studying real-time forensics. I headed up just north of Tampa to go inside Florida's first and only real-life body farm.
At first glance, this may look like any other field, but this one is locked up tight, all to protect the important real-time science going on inside.
This is an outdoor forensic anthropology field.
This is Florida's only body farm, basically a field where researchers, forensic teams, and detectives can observe just how human bodies decompose in different settings.
We wanted a environment that we could create something that no one else is offering in the country, where you can work a real live death scene and make it that real and learn from every investigative technique or forensics that you're using on that scene.
Now, the idea of a body farm may sound macabre, but the research done here could help solve thousands of cold cases. Now, it's a partnership between Pasco County Sheriff's Office and the University of South Florida. And since it opened a year ago, just over 20 bodies have come through here.
Each one is its own individual research.
One big question you may be asking is, how do the bodies that are out here actually get here? The answer is simple: by donation.
So USF, University of South Florida, has a donation program. So they are able to work with the families, work with the donor bodies.
So why was this needed here in Florida? Well, one big reason: to study bodies in our unique climate.
We have hot weather, we have extremely high humidity, we have a lot of rain. In certain areas, especially in our area, it's very bog-like. We have a lot of swamplands around.
Stephanie Webb for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Seriously, one of the most fascinating stories I've ever done. I had the chance to speak with Chief Monroe there for a while afterward, too, and it was just so interesting.
I didn't know that existed.
I know. They broke ground about a year ago, but now they're finally up and running, and they've had about 20 bodies donated so far. Yeah. And it really is a tool, and they want to use this all over the country. They want it to be the biggest, and there's only 7 in the whole country.
Is there a smell out there?
No, and that's the one question that they get asked, and not a single smell out there the day we were out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yep.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
The man who used dating apps to prey on women is in court today. We're going to have that story for you straight ahead. But first,
619 right now. Should see high only in the upper 80s today, but plenty of rain on the menu. John's forecast and more news coming up on Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, Mom.
Amanda's mom's appointment just got rescheduled for today. Amanda needs right at home. Our customized care plan provides as much or as little help as her mom requires, whether it's a ride to the doctor or help around the house.
Oh, of course. Tom, I am really sorry. I've got to go.
Look, call right at home.
Get the right care right at home.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook. It's rainy season on the Suncoast. Storms can pop up at a moment's notice. Sometimes it's just rain. Sometimes it's much worse. When there's the potential for severe weather, you need to know fast. Trust ABC7 First Alert Weather to get you the information you need right away. We focus on the storms that impact where you live, and we're committed to alerting you with important information as soon as we get it. When severe weather strikes, trust ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
What do you get when you cross your tired, aching back with this fragile egg? The Egg Sitter Cushion, an amazing new flex cushion that supports your backside and spine so well you can sit on an egg without breaking it. Incredible!
You want me to sit on this egg? Okay. Can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even feel it. It didn't even break? Oh, I was wondering about that. Now that's a good cushion.
The honeycomb design is constructed of Elasticor that absorbs pressure points by collapsing in on itself. That's why even this egg won't break under direct pressure. Now long days at the office will be more comfortable, dinner more enjoyable, and painful car rides a thing of the past. Get your Egg Sitter Support Cushion for just $39.99. It comes with a free non-slip washable cover and our 10-year comfort guarantee. But wait, call right now and you can get a second cushion. Just pay separate fee. Call now.
Call 1-800-232-1564. That's 1-800-232-1564. Call now or go to eggsitter.com. Order now.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Welcome back, 622. That's a pretty shot there. The Empire State Building in Manhattan. I think looking south, it is 69 degrees right now. In New York, they'll see a high of 79, whereas back here on the Suncoast, milder. John says more showers today. And a high only, in quote marks, in the upper 80s. But again, plenty of rain around the area. Stephanie?
Thanks, Ray. USF fans could be waiting longer than they thought for a new stadium on campus, thanks to a consulting firm that's suggesting they wait. Now, according to our media partners in Tampa, Convention Sports and Leisure International is suggesting that the Bulls stay at Raymond James Stadium until they can raise enough money to pay for the stadium that they want, and instead focus on their $40 million football center.
It also says if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. And that's going to take more steps in the process. For me, we have to first better fund our athletic budgets as a whole, so we got to create revenue source for that. We have to build the U.S. Football Center, and then we can look at this as an aspirational goal.
Now, the football stadium that the athletic department would like to build will cost upwards of $200 million.
Some of the most underprivileged students in Akron, Ohio are getting a new and very different school thanks to LeBron James. It's called the I Promise School. It'll start with 3rd and 4th graders and expand each year. The basketball star talked about how it was for him growing up in Akron.
I know the streets they walk. I know the trials and tribulations that they go through. I know the ups, the downs. I know everything that they dream about. I know all the nightmares that they have because I've been there. I know exactly what they're going through. So, you know, they're the reason why this school is here today.
The school hopes to teach grades 1 through 8 in the next 4 years. Very nice legacy being left by LeBron James.
LeBron does good things in his hometown.
Yeah,
Always
it
has.
should make some fans feel better as he leaves for Los Angeles for the new team.
Yeah, that's
Right.
a parting shot. Well, the man accused of using dating apps to prey on women has made his first court appearance.
ABC's Ariel Reshef has the story.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a murder suspect is behind bars, accused of using dating apps to bait innocent women in a string of barbaric attacks on both coasts. Police sources say 27-year-old Daniel Drayton claimed to be involved in as many as 7 murders and other violent crimes. Authorities now investigating. Drayton was initially wanted in New York for the murder of 29-year-old nurse Samantha Stewart.
She was warm, she was kind, she was everything. I am mourning, heartbroken, in pieces.
A fugitive task force and Los Angeles police tracking him down and arresting him in a North Hollywood hotel where they say he sexually assaulted and tried to kill a woman he was holding hostage. And we'll tell you how to stay safe while dating online, coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Je me fous du passé.
Fruit of the Loom's Everlight underwear is so light, you won't even notice you're wearing it. And going unnoticed can sometimes be quite nice.
Guys, I need someone to work the weekend. Karen, see you Saturday.
What? Unnoticeably light Everlight from Fruit of the Loom.
Over the last 24 hours, you've finished preparing him for college. In 24 hours, you'll send him off thinking you've done everything for his well-being. But meningitis B progresses quickly and can be fatal, sometimes within 24 hours. While meningitis B is uncommon, about 1 in 10 infected will die. Like millions of others, your teen may not be vaccinated against meningitis B. Meningitis B strikes quickly. Be quick to talk to your teen's doctor about a meningitis B vaccine.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Lease a new Subaru Outback today for just $249 a month. Or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
According to a new survey by U.S. News & World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service. It's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
The ABC7 First Alert weather app just got even better. It's easy to use once you download it. First, tell the app to follow you, so you get alerts pinpointed to exactly where you are. Then customize your settings with all the places you go, from the beach to grandmother's house. Get accurate alerts for everyone you care about. You can even pick which weather alerts and categories you want and what they sound like. More ways to customize and more ways to keep your family safe. Download the ABC7 First Alert Weather app today.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change.
He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Find out first at 4 with ABC7 News at 4. Weekdays on ABC7. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6:30.
President Trump set to arrive in Tampa later today. We've got his itinerary and a preview of our team coverage.
A new elementary school breaks ground today in Manatee County, the first one there since 2009.
And a gymnastics coach in Bradenton has resigned. We're going to tell you why and what questions parents are asking there today. Those stories plus your Tuesday forecast. Good Morning Suncoast starts right now. Good morning to you. It is 6:30 on this Tuesday morning. I'm Stephanie Webb.
I'm Ray Collins. Final day of the month, July 31st. If you didn't like yesterday, you won't like today very much.
Stay inside.
Yeah, umbrellas.
No, I think we will see again today showers and even some thunderstorms across the region. There is a good chance of that. Maybe the nature of those showers and thunderstorms slightly different than yesterday in that they might not be as persistent. They might dot the landscape, but they will be around and they will produce at times some heavy rainfall in certain locations. Showers and thunderstorms already out in Gulf waters, similar to yesterday, an indication of that unstable environment and the deep tropical moisture across the region. We've got some scattered light rainfall in interior sections mostly, nothing really heavy, nothing to worry about. I think as we head into the afternoon, that's when the better chances of some stronger storms will occur. Titan radar not showing any lightning pops over land right now, but that's not the case over in Gulf waters. Already at this hour, we're seeing some thunderstorm activity in the Gulf. Temperatures are running a little bit cooler than yesterday. 74, Wauchula 73, Mayaca, Sarasota 74, Bradenton 74, Venice 77. That represents about a 1 to 2 degree drop in temperature over the last 24 hours. We'll talk about the forecast for you and timing of storms coming up in just a few.
All right, talk to you soon. Some spotty delays there on 301, particularly northbound as you head from University toward State Road 70. Be aware of that. Otherwise, no problems in Manatee County. Farther south now, the northern half of Sarasota County shows some delays there. Also on 301 between Fruitville and University as you head through Newtown. And then farther south, our last map will show nothing really to speak of at 6:32 on your Tuesday morning.
All right, well, it's a very interesting story today because later on, President Trump will be just north of the Suncoast this afternoon. He's going to be making 2 big appearances in Tampa.
We'll have team coverage first. Marla Spence has a preview of today's activities. Marla?
Hey, good morning, guys. Right now, as preparations are underway to welcome President Trump into Tampa, believe it or not, people are already lined up outside the Florida State Fairgrounds where the president will be speaking at a rally. The president is expected to arrive just after 5 o'clock tonight. His first stop is at Tampa Bay Technical High School. This is where the president is going to be speaking on job growth and the importance for Floridians to vote and his support for Congressman Ron DeSantis, who's running for Florida's governor. Both events are expected to draw thousands, including a group of 100 Suncoast residents who are planning on traveling together to support President Trump's visit. Of course, with today's visit by President Trump, demonstrators are also expected to be out in numbers. 2 busloads of demonstrators are traveling to Tampa from Sarasota and Manatee counties, and that group plans on bringing signs and shouting chants and bringing attention to the Russia investigation, family separation, and environmental issues. We spoke to both groups, the supporters and the demonstrators, and this is what they had to say about President Trump's visit.
I hope Tampa's ready for us. Everybody's real excited to see President Trump, as always.
We just all have to stand up and protect the democracy that is our country. We have to speak up. We have to speak out loudly.
According to President Trump's agenda, that roundtable discussion at Tampa Bay Technical High School will be shortly before 6 this evening. Following that, his rally will begin at 7 tonight at the Florida State Fairgrounds, but doors are expected to open at 4 this afternoon. Now, if you plan on going to today's events, remember tickets are required, but you're only able to register for up to 2 per phone number. We have a link on our website, mysuncoast.com, and we will also have full coverage of today's rally right here on ABC 7 starting at 4 this afternoon. Ray and Stephanie.
All right, thank you so much, Marla. Happening today, President Trump's former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, is headed to court. Now, his criminal trial is the first to come out of special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russian meddling during the 2016 election. Manafort faces 18 counts of bank fraud, money laundering, and other financial crimes.
For the latest on this story and breaking news and your first alert forecast, check out our app at the App Store under WWSB or My Suncoast. Rarely do people want more traffic signals, but residents in eastern Manatee County are applauding a new light on State Road 64. It went in last week at Lorraine Road, but it won't be there for long. The state will build 3 roundabouts along 64, one right there at Lorraine Road, one at Rye Road, and a third one at Greyhawk Boulevard, all roundabouts. People who live or work nearby say it'll slow down traffic in that area.
It used to be a point of stress for me leaving every night, to the point that I would actually take a left out of here and go to avoid that intersection, just because it was quicker to drive through the neighborhoods back here than, trying to make a left off of Rye onto 64.
The roundabout on Rye Road begins in a few months. The roundabouts at Greyhawk and Lorraine are set to begin sometime next year.
New details this morning on that deadly crash on I-75 yesterday that backed up traffic for more than 7 hours. Now, the accident happened around 5 o'clock in the morning between Kings Highway and Toledo Blade Boulevard exits 170 and 179. It involved a pickup truck, 2 SUVs, and a car. 63-year-old Thomas Mikens of Port Charlotte was killed in that accident. One other person was taken to the hospital, and the other 2 had minor injuries.
More than a dozen concerned parents in Manatee County are looking for answers after a gymnastics coach resigned last week. A coach at South Florida Gymnastics is under investigation for having inappropriate contact with at least one of the child athletes. A complaint was filed with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office about inappropriate text messages. We're being told the coach resigned instead of being suspended after breaking a policy that bans coaches from being friends with the athletes on these social media sites. Last night's meeting gave parents a chance to address their concerns.
Happening today, the groundbreaking ceremony for a new elementary school in Parrish. It's going to be taking place this morning around 8:30 on a 20-acre site just off Moccasin Wallow Road in Parrish. The Barbara A. Harvey Elementary School is scheduled to open next August. It's going to be holding around 800 students. Born in Sanford, Florida, Barbara Harvey is a former educator, administrator, and school board member for the District of Manatee County.
And if you are making your back-to-school shopping list for this weekend's big sales tax-free holiday, you won't be able to save on electronics this year. Laptops and other major electronics are not on the list. In fact, it's the second time in 6 years that electronics won't count as tax-free school supplies. Experts also say that that won't stop people from heading to Save Big.
Still expect it to be big. I think that it doesn't get old with consumers, I think, because everyone needs to go back and buy supplies for their children or buy clothes for their children. So this is going to continue to be popular.
Tech supplies were originally included in the budget proposal, but because of the mass shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School, the tax cut was dramatically scaled back and budget priorities shifted. Again, we'll have a full list of items that are included on our website at mysuncoast.com.
From CBS CEO Les Moonves keeping his job to a new chart record for Drake, Florida Georgia Line, and Madonna turning the big 6-0 and making a interesting request for fans. Here's ABC's Jason Nathanson with what's happening in Hollywood.
Embattled CBS CEO Les Moonves will keep his job for now. The CBS board met Monday deciding to keep Moonves in place while the company investigates sexual misconduct claims against him, detailed in a New Yorker article last week. Moonves has admitted to making advances but denies the more serious allegations. A big new chart record for Drake. His song In My Feelings is #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart, giving him his 42nd week at #1 of his career. That beats Rihanna for the most weeks at #1 this decade, and beats Usher for the most weeks at #1 by a solo male artist in a decade in the 60-year history of the chart. Meanwhile, BB Rexha and Florida Georgia Line's Meant to Be just set the record for the most weeks ever at #1 on the Billboard Country Songs chart, 35. If you're looking for a gift from Madonna for her 60th birthday, the Material Girl wants cash for her favorite charity. The pop icon is asking fans to donate to her children's charity, Raising Malawi, which helps kids in the African nation. 4 of Madonna's 6 kids are from Malawi. She turned 60 August 16th. And magical birthday wishes today to Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling, turning 53, and actor Wesley Snipes turns 56. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, happy birthday, J.K. Rowling. Thanks for the gift of Harry Potter. Still to come on Good Morning Suncoast.
Hikers in Indonesia rescued atop a volcano after an earthquake. How was your vacation, huh?
Not that exciting.
Let's look outside and see how it looks right now on the Suncoast. Little peaks of the sunrise there. Now let's contrast this with how it looks right now in Washington. We've got more sun here.
They've got a fancier building, though, so I think it's like 50-50.
That's nice. What is that called? It is 70 degrees right now in Washington. They'll see a high there of 81 degrees. Back here in the Suncoast, we won't get out of the 80s ourselves.
No, it doesn't look like it. I think we'll probably top it out in the upper 70s today because of the cloud cover and the rain showers. We have an excellent chance of rain showers, about a 60% chance. I've checked the rain box on the drive time forecast. Not so much for the drive to work, though you could see a few scattered areas of drizzle or maybe a passing shower, but mostly for the drive home from work when thunderstorms and certainly some heavier downpours of rain are likely. The good news is it's helped out with our fire danger index, no doubt about that. We are looking now at only one location, that's Charlotte County, in the moderate risk for fire danger, and I bet that comes down today as well. Plus, air quality is excellent. No issues here. Particulate matter is the worst offender with a 35. It'll probably be lower by the end of the day with more rain showers on the way. Forecast in a second.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
What do you get when you cross your tired, aching back with this fragile egg? The Egg Sitter Cushion, an amazing new flex cushion that supports your backside and spine so well you can sit on an egg without breaking it. Incredible!
You want me to sit on this egg? Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even feel it. It didn't even break? Oh, I was wondering about that. Now that's a good cushion.
The honeycomb design is constructed of Elasticor that absorbs pressure points by collapsing in on itself. That's why even this egg won't break under direct pressure. Now long days at the office will be more comfortable, dinner more enjoyable, and painful car rides a thing of the past. Get your Egg Sitter Support Cushion for just $39.99. It comes with a free non-slip washable cover and our 10-year comfort guarantee. But wait, call right now and you can get a second cushion. Just pay separate fee. Call now.
Call 1-800-232-1564. That's 1-800-232-1564. Call now or go to eggsitter.com. Order now.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me.
Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. Now your ABC7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
74-degree air temperature, dew point value coming in at 73. It feels comfortable enough outside right now. We have a nice wind out of the east at about 5. Cloud cover, not a lot of rain showers across land. That'll change as we head into the afternoon. We'll see excellent chances of rain begin to increase by 12 noon. And 12 noon will double the rain chance from where we are basically now, which is about 10-20%. As we head into the afternoon, temperatures will soar into the upper 80s. We'll have about 87 for a daytime high today, slightly below average because of the cloud cover, because of the rain showers that'll be around, that kind of cooler air being brought down from cloud. 60% chance of rainfall later on today, and some of that rainfall could be heavy. I don't think we'll have quite as consistent a rain as we had yesterday, but they'll be around, and some of them will produce some fairly heavy rainfall. Yesterday, we had such heavy rainfall that I looked at one instance, for example, Big Slough near Myakka City, had a discharge rate down that river of about 30 gallons per minute at the start of the day yesterday. At the end of the day, almost 3,000 gallons per minute. So a big increase thanks to the heavy rainfall around. And we'll have more of that again today. Futurecast shows a couple of showers moving through the area, producing some fairly heavy rainfall at times. I think we'll see a lot more over land than this particular computer model is suggesting, but there are some pockets in this model of some heavier rainfall, and that's certainly expected. That will aggravate or tend to aggravate the river flooding situation. A lot of rivers are at bank full right now, and I've detailed those for you on our website, mysuncoast.com, and I'll put them up on my Facebook page as well, John Scalzi, ABC7. Many of the rivers, Horse Creek, the Peace River, the Manatee River, all coming in slightly at bank full or slightly above. Minor flooding expected. We've got some showers across the region out in Gulf waters right now, so if you're a boater, there are even some thunderstorms out there, so you'll be dodging those throughout the day today. A general southerly wind flow will continue to pump the moisture in and provide us with excellent chances of rain, though right now we've only got a few areas of, I'll call it drizzle or patchy rain right now. And it's not all that very heavy, and it won't last all that long. But this is the kind of stuff that we'll see popping up this morning. The heavier stuff that we see now out in Gulf waters will probably arrive here by between 1 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. Got some thunderstorm activity out there in the Gulf right now, and that will be consistent throughout the afternoon. So what's going on? Well, we've got a high-pressure ridge out in the Atlantic. We've got a trough of low pressure back to the west. The combination of those two, while not directly impacting our weather, is funneling up tropical moisture. Kind of a channel is being provided in the atmosphere for that tropical moisture to lift northward, riding on that southerly wind flow. And that's why we have such heavy rain potential over the course of the next 3 or 4 days. You know, we get these kind of days in the summer every once in a while, about a dozen times during the summer period. We get these kind of cloudy days with on and off rain showers, and this is one of those periods. And in a way, it's good because it provides us with the rainfall that we desperately need during these summer months when we get about 2/3 of our rainfall in the rainy season. So another good rain chance today, mostly cloudy skies, and then drier this weekend. That will be excellent, because with the drier weather will allow some of these rivers to decrease in their flood stages. Humid weather in the forecast for us today. This is the moisture available for rain. The redder is wetter. We have plenty of wet air over the state of Florida right now. But by the weekend, some of this blue color, that's drier air, will start to work its way in. So by the time we get to Friday or Saturday, I think we'll be able to start trimming down our rain chances a little bit, and there'll be more sunshine in the forecast. South wind coming in at about 10 knots today. Expect a light chop, 2-foot seas, but obviously not a great day for boating with all those rain showers around. So go with a 60% chance today and tomorrow. Thursday, maybe slightly less rain. But I think by Friday we'll see a little bit more sunshine. We'll still see the rain around, but perhaps less volume, less total amount of rain. And then as we get into the weekend, I think we'll see fewer showers actually, and more sunshine as that drier air arrives. Next work week, we'll start to bump the rain chances back up a little bit. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, John. Let's take a look outside and check that first alert traffic for you one more time. Roads in Manatee County are looking good so far. Nothing too much right there on your traffic maps. Just a normal amount of traffic for this time of the morning. Then heading south into the top half of Sarasota County, those roads are running smooth pretty much at this hour. Not too much on that map there either. If you're headed south, 75, 41, both of those are running pretty smooth as well. It is 6:48, and that is your first alert traffic.
New this morning, a group of hikers have been rescued from an Indonesian volcano by helicopter. They were among 600 people trapped after Sunday's devastating earthquake in Indonesia. That quake killed at least 16 people. Amazing video here. The earthquake also damaged or destroyed about 1,000 homes.
Also new this morning, Uber is shutting down its self-driving trucks unit, but the rideshare company isn't giving up on those self-driving cars just yet. Now, the venture into those self-driving vehicles hasn't been a smooth ride for Uber. After a pedestrian was hit and killed by a self-driving car in Arizona, the program itself was suspended. Now, it's since resumed, but drivers now have full control of the vehicle.
You know, we flew to Nashville last week and took an Uber to the hotel.
Right.
Hundreds in line for ride sharing at the airport.
Yes. It is really taken off.
Taxis just sitting there and rental car line 100 yards long.
It's easier. Technology makes it easy, I think.
6:50 right now, the day's top 7 headlines before 7 o'clock.
That includes one final look at your Tuesday forecast and some disappointing news for fans of Stranger Things on Netflix.
Yeah, look at that sky. That's not strange.
But it's not strange, nor is it disappointing. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7.
Temperatures are rising, and the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. The Ram 1500 has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy for 6 years in a row. Get an all-new 2018 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $24,999, or save big and get up to $13,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Alberto Palaika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit rtjgolf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
We've been fighting the war on drugs for a long time. We answer the phone 24/7, 365 days a year. On a busy night, we answer hundreds of calls. This war on drugs needs our intervention.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has helped people struggling with drugs and alcohol.
When the phone rings, we help people when they need it the most. When we get a caller into treatment, it feels right. It feels good. It's a blessing.
If you're struggling, drinking, using, and need to get clean, don't suffer alone in silence. Call Addiction Hope and Helpline.
Our people understand, and many are also in recovery. Call for support and strength. You can call for someone who can't or isn't willing. It's an act of love. Together we can help you beat this thing and erase addiction from your vocabulary once and for all.
Call 800-871-1644. 800-871-1644.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Download the all-new ABC 7 First Alert weather app now.
Coming up on Good Morning America, the latest on those bombshell allegations against the head of CBS, Les Moonves, staying put for now. The company has launched a full investigation. It is 6:53, and here is your top 7 before 7.
Number 1 is John Scalzi's first alert forecast.
So today, another good rain chance day. Though we might not see consistent periods of rain, we will see intermittent periods of rain that'll produce at times some pretty good downpours. Calm in the tropics currently, and perhaps some drier weather coming your way this weekend. Back to you.
Thank you, John. Number 2, checking traffic in Manatee County. Some congestion there at the intersection of 301 and State Road 70. Otherwise, all clear on Suncoast roads.
Number 3, President Trump arrives in Tampa just after 5 o'clock tonight. He's got 2 big appearances in town, and we will be right there. Our ABC 7 team coverage starts live at 4 o'clock today.
Number 4, happening today, President Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, is headed to court in Virginia. His criminal trial is the first to come out of the special counsel's investigation into Russian meddling during the 2016 election. But you should note, these charges have nothing to do with President Trump or the election, but rather his work prior to this as a consultant.
And number 5, $100 million. That is the amount of the first wrongful death lawsuit filed on behalf of one Indianapolis family killed in that duck boat accident in Branson, Missouri. Now, the boat capsized and sank back on July 19th during a storm, killing 17.
Number 6, happening today, groundbreaking for a new elementary school in Manatee County. It's in Parrish. It'll take place this morning at 8:30 a.m. It's a 20-acre site just off Moccasin Wallow Road, and the school will open in August of 2019.
And number 7, what's trending? Just a trailer, only a trailer. Netflix just announced that their mega hit and Emmy award-winning series Stranger Things isn't coming back until next summer. Now, season 3 should have been released in October like the other 2 seasons. According to Netflix, one of the main reasons for the delay is because there's going to be more special effects in the new series that will be out next year. Now, I got to ask you guys. I'm right in the middle of a crisis binge of Orange is the New Black on Netflix because I'm going way too fast through the episodes and I need to slow it down. What is the best thing that you guys have streamed lately?
Last night, the rain canceled tennis, so we sat there and watched about 4 episodes of Shameless.
Oh, yes. I know.
Good show.
That's a very good show. How about you?
Chris Hadfield's lectures on what it's like to be an astronaut.
Ooh, I like that.
That is very cool.
I like that.
Yeah,
all
he's
right,
a cool
some
guy.
good stuff. If you need viewing material during all this rain, there are our recommendations.
Well, we'd rather you keep it on ABC 7, quite frankly.
Yes, you should do that too, but if you got to look at your phone for things.
All right. Have a great Tuesday. Stay dry, and we'll see you tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast.